I think of myself as Indian by heritage and American by choice. So there is a lot of my storytelling that comes from the way my grandmother, my mother told me stories. And I also have a lot of strong ideas about community and sisterhood, and that also I think comes from where I grew up. So we have 7 pieces. Kat Douglas and I worked on these pieces together. I did the visual part of it, and it was definitely informed by what was happening in St. Louis a year ago. So we started trying to see how can we reflect, or how can we tell this story through our mediums. And then we took a step back from St. Louis and we said, why don't we try to look at it from a global perspective, from a cosmic perspective? How are we as human beings treating each other? What kind of interactions do we have with each other? There are some interactions that we're aware of, and then there are some interactions that we don't see, but what people do and their decisions affects everybody else.
Art is such a catalyst for conversation that it's vital in our communities. And with St. Louis and some of the hurt and the pain and the transition we've been going through, it's even more vital. A lot of the things we talk about in these pieces, even though it's about community and positive things, there's a lot of hurt and pain. And when you put on those headphones and you get up close to a piece of work, it creates a level of intimacy and again just grows empathy in the listener when they're encountering these voices, and it allows them to hear a variety of voices that they might not hear. But I just walked up and down the streets. These are people that you come across every day, that you brush shoulders with, that you don't get the chance to really stop and talk to. Especially in St. Louis, which is a city that I love, we are surrounded by boundaries. We have, whether it is the street, whether it's our municipalities, no matter where it is, we have all of these divisions. And when we create true community, when we cross those divisions, when we get to know people that have different backgrounds than us, have lived different lives, it creates a richer understanding of togetherness and of our identity, and it allows people to understand things that they couldn't before. Growing empathy creates community, creates a loving community, and allows us to be who we are and celebrate all of our diversity and all of our differences. And that's a really wonderful and beautiful thing.